What's good, guys? It's Brant Buys back with another What's Sold video. I'm going to show you a bunch of items I sold on eBay and Poshmark. Some of these were bought from thrift stores, some were bought from retail stores, some were bought online, but I'll let you know where I got each one and how much I paid for it. So this is going to be 2 weeks worth of sales from like mid-January. Just going to show you a bunch of things I picked out that I think should hopefully help you, and hopefully you can find some yourself and make some more money. But we're going to start over here on Poshmark. This first one is going to be a pair of Nike Alabama Crimson Tide windbreaker pants. These are vintage on this Nike team tag, also lined. I sell a lot of Nike Alabama Crimson Tide stuff, but in general, if you have a good sports team with a good sports brand like Nike or Jordan, potentially Under Armour, Adidas, it's usually going to do well. Or even more of the less known schools tend to do well also, since you have less competition. Got a pair of Aftercoat shorts. These sell well, just not for a whole lot. They're starting to pick up again now as it's getting closer to that time of the year. But little brand there at the fish. Just nylon, like fishing shorts. I usually try to only pay like $5 for these because they usually sell for like around 20. This pair sold for 18. Got some LL Bean flannel line jeans. Whenever you see lined jeans, especially on a good brand like LL Bean, it's usually gonna do well. So these sold for $39. Next, we've got a chore coat. Now this brand is Hunt Club, but it's really not the brand that sold this item. It's really just the type of item it is. This barn jacket, chore coat. It's a longer jacket with the pockets at the bottom. Usually will be lined. This one's flannel lined, as you can tell. But yeah, these sell well around this time of the year. This one sold for $50 on Poshmark. That's what I'm usually getting for them, around like $40-$50, for most of them at least. Got a Polo Ralph Lauren sweater vest. Now this one is better because it is cable knit, so it's got this chunky knit there. It's usually gonna do better in most things. A lot of Polo Ralph Lauren sweater vests can do well in general, but the basic ones I wouldn't pay up for them. But this one sold for $35. Next up, we've got some Arc'teryx. This was actually my first time finding this brand, so I was pretty happy about that. Was on a new rack. This is just a long sleeve base layer, like performance shirt. So nothing too crazy in the brand, but this brand's so good that this still sold for $55. So I'm sure you know about this brand, but if you don't, there's the name and there's the little logo, like a little skeleton. And it's funny enough, just a few days later after I found this, I found another Arc'teryx piece at the bins. It was like a long sleeve button shirt. So yeah, pretty weird how that happened. Next up, we got some jeans. These are Sense jeans. These usually do well. They usually tell you the model name here on the tag. Let's see. This one. Oh wait, never mind. It is right above the tag. I'm pretty blind. Yeah. Anyways, these are the Ian's. They sold for $28. Next up, we've got some Boy Scout of America pants. These are the switchbacks, the convertible pants. It will tell you right there on the tag that they are called. Yep, the switchbacks. But yeah, these are convertible, meaning you can unzip them, turn them into shorts, take off the legs. These usually sell well. Those sold for $25. Got some more jeans. These usually always make an appearance. Some Wrangler retro jeans. Most of them all do well. I think the relaxed straight, I don't think those do well. But slim boot, all the boot ones do well. I know that. They sold for $30. Next, we've got a Dude Perfect jersey. So this is just a group of YouTubers. Nothing crazy here, but it sold for $21. Before we get into the eBay sales, I do want to say first, if you're not already cross-listing your items, I do highly recommend it. The more eyeballs on your listings, the better, and getting them across multiple platforms is just going to help you. I use Nifty for that, and if you want to try it yourself, you can check out the link in my description. You get a free trial, and if you find out you do like it, you can get 15% off your first month as well. I used to use a different cross-lister, and honestly, it's just nowhere compared to Nifty. Had to constantly leave my computer on all the time, and didn't auto delist, among many other things. But Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the eBay sales. So we're going to start on the lower dollar sales and work our way up to the higher ones. I do have multiple sales that were $100+ coming up at the end, and they're pretty good. So make sure you stick around to see everything. But this first one is going to be a Bulwark FR shirt. This brand, this stuff can usually do well. Now I wouldn't pay a lot for this piece because it's just a long sleeve polo shirt, and it's even women's, which I didn't realize at the time. But this still sold for $22. Now if you can find jackets in this brand, those do better. I've been selling those for like 40 to 50 bucks. All right, I'm not going to show you all of the pants like this that I sold, but just showing some as an example. I sell a lot of Nike sweatpants, Nike track pants, also in Under Armour and Adidas as well, but Nike ones just do better. So yeah, just basic ones like this, just some Nike fleece sweatpants, and also in the basic Nike track pants. I'll list those for $22. Usually get at least around 20 for them. And yeah, I will, on the Nike ones, I'll pay up to like $7, maybe like $6 on the other brands. And yeah, just another pair of those in this example. Next we've got an Eddie Bauer puffer vest, just a full zip nylon vest. This is not down, which would definitely do better. But a lot of puffer stuff can do well in general, especially if it's tied to a better brand. Eddie Bauer is not a great brand, but their stuff can still do okay. I wouldn't pay a lot for it though. This one sold for $22 to an offer. And also, if you're new here, on my thrifted items, average paying around like $6.50 a piece or so right now. Next, we've got some Duluth pants. So there are different types of these Duluth pants. These are the Flex Ballroom khakis. Yeah, they'll have a name right here on the back, maybe the Flex Fire Hose or something similar like this. And yeah, those usually have a good sell-through rate. This pair sold for $25. I've got some Hollister sweatpants. Yeah, I've been trying out some of those Y2K brands in certain items, like Hollister, American Eagle, Abercrombie. And yeah, that type of stuff is coming back, so I've been trying out different things, but these sold to an offer of $22. Next, this is just a classic Nike sweatshirt, crew neck. It's even a size small, but it sold for $25. This is just that Club Fleece logo right there. Yeah, you can look up the style code here and it will tell you exactly what it is. But yeah, these sell well, just can't pay a lot for them. Next, I've got some shorts. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this brand. I think it's called Pelagic, maybe, I don't know. But just like some fishing hybrid shorts. A lot of times when you see it's got a model name and it's really long, usually it kind of implies it's better, at least in a lot of situations I've seen. But these sold full price for $25. I remember when I looked them up at the time, they were selling well. And I think other stuff in this brand can do pretty well. Next, we've got something I bought online. This was a Travis Scott vinyl from when the Utopia album was coming out. He dropped these online. He had like a bunch of different cover arts, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different types, maybe 5. But this was called out in the reselling group I'm in called Bread and Butter. These were all $5 a piece, free shipping and everything, shipped straight to you. But the only thing is you had to place them in separate orders, so one at a time. So they were all dropped on his website, and I remember I was at work just placing multiple orders, and yeah, placed a bunch of those. I think this is the last one I had of these. But yeah, they were all selling for me for like 20 to 22 bucks free shipping, which is what this one sold for. So yeah, not bad there. If you want to check out that reselling group I'm talking about, check out the link in my description as well. It's been very helpful for me. I know it's not for everyone, but it can definitely help add some items to your store. Got a Buc-ee's Christmas sweater. Thrifted this not too long ago. It was like right after Christmas, but I knew it would still do good. I did take a pretty lower offer. Well, it was like 22 bucks. Just because, like I said, it was right after Christmas. So I just wanted to go ahead and get it moved. But yeah, any like pretty substantial or unique Buc-ee's stuff I would look up just because Buc-ee's is so popular, I guess. And this was when it's new with tags, so that definitely helped there. We've got some chubby shorts. I've been selling more shorts now that the weather's just starting to change. They all have this little tag on the back sometimes, or you can look inside and on the pocket, they'll have the brand there. I can't remember it. Oh yeah, wait. So I think I looked up this number right here. I can't remember exactly, but pretty much ended up finding out that these were called the Khakinators. So added that in my listing. If you can find the model name of it, it's gonna help your item sell quicker and for more money usually. But took an offer on these for 24 bucks. Again, this is, so these do even better, Nike windbreaker pants. So usually in that nylon material, but sometimes you'll have them in the polyester material as well, but you can just tell that, or I at least still call them windbreaker pants when they're that similar feel and, you know, it seems like it's nylon. But yeah, I usually always list these for 30 bucks and I'm getting at least 25 on them and they're selling very fast. Whether they're lined or unlined, I would still put that in the title for sure. We've got a North Face balaclava, or some might call it a shiesty. Not me, obviously. But this was from Academy Online. I found these on sale. They were 15 bucks a piece. I've been selling them for 30 each. I saw they were selling well, so yep, got like 10 of those, sold 3 so far. Actually, I just sold one right before I started filming this, so I've sold 4. Got some Nike Duke Blue Devils pants. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, sports team with a good sports brand. Especially in pants, I've noticed. Pants tend to usually do well for me in the sports apparel. Sold for $28. Next up, got an Atlanta Falcons 47 hat. This was bought from Burlington. I think it was like $10, somewhere around there. Sold for $35, free shipping. I've got a few more of these left. I don't go to Burlington anymore. I've mentioned that before, but yeah, I used to shop at those stores. Next, we've got some Brooks Brothers corduroy pants. Corduroy pants and better brands usually gonna do well. I always list these for 30 and took an offer of these for 25. These are the Elliots in particular, but for my knowledge, research, whatever, I haven't noticed that that's impacted the price really on them. Got some Aftco cargo shorts. These are new with tags, obviously. These were bought from Dick's Warehouse, also known as Going, Going, Gone, during a big clearance event where stuff was 75% off. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for these. I have them noted somewhere, but yeah, they were really cheap. I know they were under 10 bucks for sure. So yeah, probably like 5 to 8, somewhere around there. But sold for 35 bucks, full price. And I've got other of those left, so it's coming up where those should start selling. We've got another full zip, like puffer style vest, but this brand is called Task. I've been finding this brand kind of often now. It's not a great brand or anything, but on certain items, they do have a good sell-through rate. But yeah, this is just a more substantial item, so that did well. It sold for $28. Got a cool shirt, KUHL. Good brand. Not everything does great still, but you know, and better items. This was just a long sleeve button-up shirt, sold for 30 bucks. Got a Polo Ralph Lauren short sleeve button-up shirt. You can kind of tell why this one sold well, you know, just this floral pattern all over. If you find anything like this Polo Ralph Lauren, I'd get it if it's a good price. But this was also size 3XLT, so good size there as well. That's gonna help it sell. Took an offer of 32 on that one. We've got some BKE Tyler jeans. This is, I think it's like an older style. The logo usually, or the whatever tag usually looks different now, but still sells well. Usually around 30 bucks. I'll get at least like 25 on them. Got some Nike Golf. These are like some waterproof pants, nylon pants. Whenever you see like substantial Nike pants like this, or you know, different unique ones, I would definitely look them up using that style code down here like I mentioned before. but those sold full price for $30. Got some Y2K style jeans. So this brand is Mark Echo, which is, I think it's the name of the guy who is the Echo Unlimited brand, or I guess the founder or whatever. So I guess it's kind of like a sub brand to that, pretty sure at least. But yeah, just some baggy style jeans. You know, I learned that a while back that on these baggy style jeans, if you put the legs together, you know, kind of take the photo at an angle slightly. That's what the kids are doing nowadays, so they like that. But I didn't even use that as a cover photo because I wanted to show the more substantial. If it has like a loud embroidery on the back of the jeans, I'll definitely use that as the cover photo. You know, I'm trying to show what's the coolest thing on the item, so however I can do that is how I want to have that first photo, because that's what everybody's seeing when they're scrolling, you know, scrolling quick too. But anyways, yeah, these had unique embroidery, skull going on. People like skulls, just random stuff, can't really tell. But yeah, just that Y2K style. These sold full price for $35. Next, we've got a Vineyard Vines long sleeve Christmas shirt. This one sold full price for $39.50 with free shipping. My older listings are free shipping. But yeah, I found this clearanced like last year on Vineyard Vines website. And recently they also had another clearance on a bunch of these styles of shirts. I also called that out in the reselling group, Bread and Butter. Shared a link of that with a bunch of different styles they had of these, and they were clearance down to around like $12 or so. It's probably what I paid on this one as well. But yeah, like I said, it sold for $39.50. Polo Ralph Lauren, this was thrifted, just a long sleeve button shirt. Newer tags, which is why I got it. It's also in the geometric print. Geometric stuff's gonna do better, meaning that it's got this like repeating pattern all over it. Sold for $45. Next, I've got another Polo Ralph Lauren. Got this one because it is size 3XLT, or yeah, 3XLT. It is also performance, so that's good. It helped it increase the value on that. Took an offer of that one for $30. Next, another long sleeve button-up shirt, but this one is Woolrich. It's in this like Aztec style, so that's gonna do better. A lot of Woolrich stuff or other brands in general, it's gonna be in an Aztec pattern. It's definitely usually gonna increase the value on it. But I took an offer of this for $34. Got some more baggy jeans. These are South Poles. Obviously, these are doing well right now, at least the vintage ones. The vintage ones are gonna have that little hexagon looking logo, whatever you want to call that. The newer logo is like an S and a P, so I would not be grabbing those. But these sold full price for $45. And yeah, they even had like a little stain. I think that was it. Yeah. Nothing else wrong with them. Got a pair of Nike pants. These are cargo. Cargo is going to do better. They're also size 3XL, so that's good. But I probably wouldn't, I don't know how high I would have listed them, but I listed them for $40 because I looked up the style code down here, and that's what I used to compare the price. So those ended up selling to an offer of $36. Sold the last of my Carhartt seat covers. You can see I sold 15 of those. This was an online sale that I found from Advanced Auto Parts. If you could buy like at least 2 or 3 of them, the discount increased the more you bought. Ended up coming out to around like $9 to $11 a piece, so like $10. Had to go pick them all up in store from different stores, but those sold really well for $40. I took an offer on some of them for like $35. And also good, people were buying sets of 2, so. I got a pair of Crocs. These are the Yukon Vistas. These were called out in Bread and Butter as well. They were $20 online. Been selling those for $42. You can see I sold the last of these 3. Got a few more in different sizes and color. Got a vintage Patagonia full zip jacket. This is made in USA. This thing was fairly stained when I got it. Well, it had some like light staining down here at the bottom. It's hard to even see in the photos, but it had some here on the sleeve. On the front, it came out when I put it in the wash, but still had some left there on the sleeve. You can see that's why I'm pointing. But yeah, anyways, this sold to an offer of $48. Got a pair of Nike Air Zoom Pegasus. These were from Academy in-store clearance. This was after one of their big clearance events when they changed everything to $10 each, or all the remaining stuff left to 10 each, their shoes. And they sold full price for $60, so really good there. Also on these Academy sales and different in-store clearance events, the only way I know when these are happening is from Bread and Butter Reselling Group, and these have really been big to my business, going out and buying bulk inventory like this, so yeah, it's been helpful for me. A pair of vintage Levi's, black orange tabs. If you see orange tabs, I would definitely look them up, but not all of them have a great sell-to rate. So yeah, definitely look up the ones you have, but took an offer of these for $42. Pair of Hey Dudes. These are the Wallies. I recently actually got a Vero from using stock photos on Hey Dudes, so I had to go and grab all the Hey Dude stuff I have and take pictures of myself. So I don't know, maybe I won't use stock photos as much now. I'll use them, like until I get a Vero like I just did there, but yeah, it's not very convenient if I'm gonna have to go and take pictures of stuff later. So yeah, I might just start doing them all now. Anyways, these sold full price for $50. These were called out in Bread and Butter. They were bought online for 20 bucks. Pair of Nike flip-flops. These were bought from Kohl's in-store clearance. They were like $9 and they sold to an offer of 24. Got some Abercrombie and Fitch. This is it's got the Sherpa lining, collar, and cuffs. It's a corduroy jacket. Yeah, these more substantial Abercrombie and Fitch jackets are gonna do well. I think I took an offer on this for like 42 bucks. Got some Wrangler Rock 47 denim jeans. This Wrangler Rock 47 stuff can do okay. I grabbed this one because it's new with tags. Still did take a while to sell though. But yeah, I took an offer on that for $45. Got some vintage camo. Get a lot of vintage camo in my area. This is a Liberty made in USA real tree jacket. Make sure to include that camo pattern in there because that's what a lot of people are looking for. You know, a lot of these certain brands aren't really what's carrying the item. It's more so the camo pattern. But this one sold full price for $60. It was the second time it sold. First time it got, actually it sold to the same guy twice. He just had a wrong address, came back to me, so I relisted it. And I had originally sold it in person to my brother-in-law as well, but it didn't really fit him well. I don't blame him, these sleeves are pretty short. But yeah, vintage camo, made in USA, does well. Pair of Skechers. Don't know much about these, but these were bought in store from Kohl's clearance. Just looked them up, saw they had a good sell-through rate. I think they were like 25 to 30 bucks. They sold for 65. Vintage Ralph Lauren pants. Plaid pants and Ralph Lauren are gonna do well. Whether it's Polo Ralph Lauren, Ralph Lauren, whatever. These, I can't remember exactly the offer I took on these. I think it was like 60 plus at least. But yeah, like I said, plaid pants and Ralph Lauren are gonna do well. Got a lined flannel shirt. This brand is Fieldmaster or Sears. I don't know. I mean, it's both, but yeah. So yeah, this is vintage. I don't know how old it is, but it's quilt lined. I thrifted this and it sold full price for $35. A lot of the lined flannels can do well. I've been seeing, not all of them, but I definitely, if you see a lined flannel like this, I would look it up. Got a zero restriction jacket. Some zero restriction stuff can do well, especially if it's with Gore-Tex. You'll see that a lot of stuff made with Gore-Tex is going to do better in general. But took an offer on this for around $60. Next up, I got these with the Mark Echo jeans that I sold earlier in the video. But pair of Echo Unlimited jeans. Got this big embroidery here on the back, which is why I got them. Like I mentioned before, a lot of loud embroidery stuff's gonna do well, you know, especially, well, it needs to be in this baggy style at least. But yeah, I was getting a bunch of offers on these, but they ended up selling full price for $55. Got some more vintage camo. These are some walls, coveralls, blizzard proof. They're quilted. These aren't the funnest to list, but they still sell well, so always worth it. It's a bunch of weird measurements to take, I guess. But yeah, those sold full price as well, sold for $80. Next I've got a Ward's jacket. This is made with wool. Not all Ward stuff does well, but I do find when it's made with wool, it's usually gonna do better. But this is just a good style jacket in general anyways. I didn't know exactly what this style of jacket was called, but when I was looking it up, it looked like that they were calling it like a guide jacket. So yeah, maybe so. But yeah, just a good quality jacket from good brand. That one sold full price as well for $100. Next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren sweatshirt. So this is pretty cool find. Only paid like $5 on it too. So yeah, unique Polo Ralph Lauren stuff's gonna do well. This is obviously got its all over print, and the keyword that was being used for this was, well, actually I don't know if I can say this on a YouTube video, but yeah, that word, skier. Yeah, it's got this little patch here on the sleeve. Unique Polo Ralph Lauren's gonna do well, but this one sold to an offer out of the country, so that's even better. They won't be able to return it, even if they wanted to. Well, that sounds mean, but I'm just saying, I won't be getting it back. Anyways, I think I took an offer of $100 on this. And then, finish it off with the last piece, another Polo Ralph Lauren item. This has been my favorite brand to find good items in. But this is a leather suede jacket. I posted a short form video when I was finding this, but Polo Ralph Lauren leather jackets are gonna do well. I had this listed for $200. I ended up taking an offer for $160, I believe. But still really happy with that. Only paid like, I can't remember, but maybe like $15 on it. But yeah, really good find there. More substantial stuff, and especially leather jackets. They're gonna do well in that brand. But if you stuck around to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you would like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.